The hardest thing about this video is sitting here looking at my favourite sweets and knowing I can't eat them because they're jelly sweets, and I'll be sitting in this video and be like, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? They're very fizzy, peachy feet. I don't know why they had to be feet, but I just love fizzy peaches, so... Hello and welcome to my channel. We are here doing another palette review. I feel like that's all I've been doing recently, but makeup palettes are honestly my favourite products in makeup. They're my favourite things to try out, my favourite things to review, and by far it takes up majority of my makeup collection. So I find that makeup palettes, they work for all different skin types, all different skin tones, and they're very inclusive compared to other products within makeup. So I really love reviewing these. In this video I created a green smoky eye with a pop of yellow gold on the lid. I thought, as it's coming up to St. Patrick's Day, a lot of people go out, and if you didn't want to wear a really bright green, then this is a really good alternative. As you know, I'm going to be testing out the Marc Jacobs Eye-Conic Editorial palette. I have not tried any eyeshadows from Marc Jacobs personally myself. I've had my makeup done by them before and had them put on me, but I haven't actually played around with them myself. So super excited. I also had a sample of their eye primer put in with my eyeshadow palette, so I'm also testing that out in this video, and also have tested out one of their eyeshadow brushes. So I am testing out a few little bits from Marc Jacobs in this tutorial. Before we get into it, please make sure to press the like and the subscribe button so you do not miss any of my future videos. And also, if you want a notification when I upload, if you press the little bell button next to the subscribe button, you'll get a notification every time I upload. So if you would like to see how I got on with them, what I like, what I dislike about it, then please keep on watching. So I've got the palette, and it is the Marc Jacobs Eye-Conic palette Edgitorial. So it's like editorial but Edgitorial, if you get what I'm talking about. And out of this box you get the palette, and I must say all of Marc Jacobs packaging just feels really luxurious. It's really sleek and I just really like it, and their shapes and stuff as well. So I open it up and it has this in it, and it says Marc Jacobs. You take that out and then you have the shades in there, but that is what it looks like. And then on the back it has all the shadows with the names inside it. I absolutely love, because palettes that I've seen have done this before. For example, the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, on the back they have kind of layout of the palette with the shade names inside. It's actually quite difficult to figure out what order these are in. I think from reading the names you kind of figure it out. Like if one's called Ultraviolet, it's called, it's obviously going to be a purple one. So then when you open it you kind of figure out what way round this diagram is to when you're looking inside. Whereas this, it has the colours of the shades on it, so you know what way they're going when looking at the palette. In the box I also have this, and it is the Marc Jacobs Undercover Coconut Eye Primer. I am definitely going to try this, and I'm going to wear this all of today and call back into you, because when I had my makeup done by Marc Jacobs, I had my makeup done and then went to the cinema and came home, and I found when I came home after the cinema, so that would have been like 3-4 hours maximum, I'd found that all my eyeshadow had creased and it had moved, and I was like, oh, I was so gutted. And they used this primer on me, so I am going to try it again just to kind of make sure that it was or wasn't the primer. So we are going to test that out today. I also have this, it's a eyeshadow brush, it's called 22 The Shadow. When I got my makeup done I was looking at the brushes she was using, and what I really like is they just look so sleek and expensive. So it's really hard to focus because of the reflect, but on the end of the brush it has this kind of metal end to it, and it has 22 written on the end because that's what the brush is, and it is a flat kind of fluffy brush. First we're going to go into the shades. The shade range is really nice. They're very much my colours, and also they can be very bold or very neutral, so it's kind of whatever you're going for you can use with this palette, which is really nice. The first shade is called Take a Memo, and it's this really neutral nude colour. What I would use as a shadow to set my eye primer, or if I'm putting a bold colour in the crease but I want to keep my lid quite clear, I'd put this on the lid. It's just a very neutral whitey creamy colour. Then next to that we have Next Season, and this surprised me. When I saw it in the palette I didn't think much of it, but it's this kind of white creamy colour, but then the reflect is this really bright yellow. So it's like a champagne-y colour, but in the light it's really bold and yellow reflect, if that makes sense. I really hope you can see that in the swatch video. Next we have We'll See, and that's this kind of dark brown, what I would use in the crease to help contour and things like that. Then we have the brightest, boldest shade in this palette, and it is called Leather Python. Extremely pigmented yellow gold. The formula is like buttery compared to their other shades. Then we have Making a Scene, and it's like a metallic-y grey brown. I'm not great at describing words, I've said this in videos before, so please bear with me, but it's kind of like a taupey colour, metallic taupey colour. Really gorgeous. All of these are gorgeous, to be honest. Then next to that we have, I think you pronounce it Envosli, but it is this really dark green colour. And then next we have Everywhere, and this is a really interesting shade as well. It's like a black with a gold glitter inside. It's not like a reflect where when you move it you can see it in different lights. It has specks of glitter in it. I do this with most palettes, but especially when they're new, I don't put my foundation on first just in case there's any fallout and I don't want it to get into my foundation and ruin it. I'm just opening the eye primer, and I was pretty sure it was clear, but now I've opened it, you can see it has a tint in it. I thought it was clear. It's Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer. Okay, so I'm going to put this over my lid. My finger, I like doing it with my finger because I always feel that it goes on better because it warms the product up. So I feel like it spreads easier, and that's with like all primers really. It kind of just goes in with my skin colour, but it's not covered any of my eye kind of veins or anything, so it's not a covering primer. I always find light primers like these, I don't know if it's because maybe my lids are a bit oilier, I'm really not sure, but I find with primers like these they do move. Like the Urban Decay ones I've used before, and it has grouped and moved throughout the day, so that's why I use thicker ones. I find that concealers work really well on me. So I put that all over my lid and I literally feel like I have nothing on my lid. So I'm going to put a bit more on, just, I want to give it a bit of a chance, you know. Although I don't feel like you'd need to, but I just like to do it anyway, just to kind of help it stay. And I'm going to be using the Take a Memo shade, and that's that nude shade, and I'm just going to place that all over my lid. The first shadow I'm going to go into is called We'll See, and that's that brown shade. And this is a bit darker than I would normally go for transition shades, but I'm working with what I've got. I've got that on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put that into the crease. Right, I don't know if I'm liking this because that brown is a lot darker on the eye, and it is a cool undertone, which I don't normally like in the crease, but I'm just going to blend it out. When in doubt, blend it out. Blend, blend, blend. Come on, girl. If you wanna be my lover, we're gonna get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Let's get a smaller fluffy brush. I'm going to use the MAC 217 brush. And I'm going to go into that green called Enviously. Right, these are super pigmented, which is a good thing. Just be careful when applying the dark colours on your eye. I'm putting that Enviously colour, that green, basically on top of where we put the brown. I have a tiny bit of fallout on my cheek, just to let you know. So we're going dark today, we're going dark. I'm going to get a flat eyeshadow brush, put it into that champagne colour, which is called Next Season, and I'm going to put that over my lid. Okay, I'm going to go back into that crease again with the brown shade called We'll See, just to go into that crease, so gradient from the crease down to the lid isn't as harsh, just to kind of blend them in together nicely. Now what I'm going to do is put my brush into the really gold shade called Pleather Python, and I'm going to put that in the centre of my lid. Right, I realised I haven't used my Marc Jacobs brush, so what I'm going to do, as it's clean, I'm going to go into that crease and just kind of tidy it up a bit. Now I'm going to go into that green colour with my Marc Jacobs brush, and I'm just going to bring it down onto the outer corner, kind of do the outer C. Now I've got my fluffy brush that I used right at the beginning. It had a little bit of brown shadow on it, but it's my big fluffy brush, so I'm going to use that because if you see here, it's super messy. So I'm just going to go over that and blend it. But I'm just going to wipe over my face to get the fallout away right under my eye, because if I put my foundation over the top of it, it will get really muddy and gross. I'm feeling extra bougie today, and I'm going to try the YSL Touche Eclat. Is that how you say it? I never know how you say it. And it's the Blur Primer. And I got this in my advent calendar at Christmas. And I keep saying this, but I've got a ton of primers and I haven't tested them out yet. It's this tiny little bottle. But I don't know if you can really see inside. But there is a ton of gold glitter specks in there. And I'm going to put this on with you. And it's got a spatula. It doesn't say anything, so I'm just going to smother this over my face. Oh, it smells like perfume. When I saw this, I was like, if this is really glittery and glowy, it would be amazing to wear on its own for holiday. It feels expensive. It smells like expensive perfume. I don't know how much it is for like a full-size tube or bottle of this. It had all this glitter in it, but I really cannot see it on my face. So it's not a glow, it's like now and then you see a speck of glitter on your face, which I don't know if I kind of like. I'm now going to go and do my foundation and my eyebrows. I'm not going to do it on camera because this video will be way too long, but I do have a video of my foundation routine. I uploaded it not that long ago, so I'll have that come across the screen here, so you can click on it if you want to see how I do my foundation. Yeah, it'll also be in the description box. Yeah, but I'll be back in 1, 2, 3. I am back. So I'm going to get the Marc Jacobs brush that I used earlier, and on the outer corners I'm going to bring it just the tiniest bit down onto the outer corner, just so it blends together, but I don't want it to go under the eye. Then I have my MAC fluffy brush that has the tiniest bit of shadow on it ever from using it earlier, and I'm just going to use it to just smoke that bottom bit out. So now I've done that, I'm going to put some black liner in my waterline, and I thought I might as well use my Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and this is the, I think it's called Highliner Gel Crayon in black. Just going to put that in my waterline. This is quite nice actually because it's not jet black. Use that champagne shade called, what is it called? Next Session. And I might put that in the inner corner. Oh yes. And then kind of bring it underneath a little bit. I'm not going to lie, that champagne shade would be so pretty as a highlight. I've got my highlighting brush and I'm going to put it inside it and put it over the top of my highlighter I've already got on. This could go amazing or really bad, so we'll see. Oh, oh, that is so gorgeous. Sorry, what? Wow, wow, wow. I want a big pot of this colour as a highlight, and I would smother it over my whole body all the time. Oh my goodness. Right, let's carry on. Let's get some mascara on. Let's finish this look. I might as well stick with Marc Jacobs. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. But I'm going to go with some really fluffy lashes today. And these are the Salon System Natural Lash Texture eyelashes in 109. For my lips, I'm going to use this lip liner, and this is by Rimmel, and it's in the shade Tiramisu, and I'm just going to line my lips. And now for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Crush. And we are done, and oh my goodness, I love this look so much. I'm like, I want to go out, I don't know, but I feel like this is like an evening look, is it? Yeah, I feel like I want to go out clubbing, but it's actually 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's not gonna happen. My birthday is next week, which I'm like so buzzing for. I don't know why, because I'm not actually doing anything on my birthday, but it's just so on that day I can be like, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. Oh, I got chocolate in my teeth, why didn't you tell me? Oh, Brooke. So overall, this palette I love. Like, I really love it. I like the green in this. I was really worried that when you blended the green shade out, that the green would kind of get lost and it would just look like a really dark grey shade, and that might come across on camera, but like me looking in the mirror right now, you can really see the green. It's really wearable. It's a wearable green. Like, not many people will go for green eyeshadow, but this is super wearable. That gold colour in the middle is just so pigmented. That shade, I cannot get over it. I'm going to use it for highlight for every day now. The only shades I haven't used are the top one here and this one here. So there's only 2 out of this whole palette that I've not used in one look. So that's pretty good going, I feel like. This is beautiful. It is beautiful. The brush, I love the brush. It's quite wide, if that makes sense, compared to my other brushes. What am I saying? This is quite a thick brush, so in your hand it just feels really nice to use. It's like the same plastic as the front of this palette. It just feels really soft in the hand, and it's easy to move and things like that, because it's like shiny plastic. Compared to like my MAC ones, the bristles and everything were super soft and blended really nicely. So I am definitely going to look into more of their brushes. I will be back later just to show you how this has lasted with the eyeshadow primer. To be fair, at the moment it feels good. So this is a little update. It is now 10 o'clock, well 10 past 10 really, at night, and I finished filming this at 1 o'clock-ish, so that is 9 hours I've had this makeup on. It is well and truly expired, well and truly. Got oil coming through my foundation, but that is not what we're here for. We're here for the eyes. I must say I am impressed compared to what happened last time. The gold shimmer has moved on my eye, but I would expect that after it being on for this long. It hasn't like come off my lid or creased or anything like that. I am really happy with that. So that is the end of my video. I really hope that you liked this tutorial. Let me know what you think about this palette. Have you tried any of Marc Jacobs makeup before? If you did like this tutorial, please give it a massive thumbs up and press the subscribe button so you do not miss any of my other videos, because I would love to see you back. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot how good Fizzy Peaches are. Just a little fun fact, I used to go street dancing every Tuesday night at Len Goodman's, and there's a shop underneath it that sells sweets and magazines and things like that. Every Tuesday after dance, I used to go in there and buy the New Look magazine that would come out every Tuesday, and I would get Fizzy Peaches because I only sold them in certain shops. So I used to get me one for that night, a pack for me for school the next day, and also a pack for my best friend because she loved them as well for school as well. So I have not eaten them until now, and then like all these memories are coming back, and they're just